Contouring can be very confusing, but let's make it easy. If you want to learn how to contour any face and make it look natural, keep watching. Before you even start contouring, you need to have an understanding of what contouring is. Contouring is just adding or defining shadows on your face. For example, a lot of people add contour here under their cheekbones, and a shadow already exists there. By adding contour in this area, you are emphasizing the shadow, which makes your cheekbones appear sharper. A lot of people choose to put a warm bronzer in these areas, which can definitely sculpt the face, but if you want it to look natural, you need to choose a contour shade that matches the color of the natural shadows on your face. A warm bronzer in these areas is going to sculpt the face, but it's going to look like makeup. On the other hand, if you choose a cool toned contour that actually matches the shadows on your face, it's going to look more natural. The contour shade that works best on you is going to depend on the color of the shadows of your face, so I suggest standing in front of a light source and really examining the color of the shadows on your face, and try to find a contour shade that closely matches them as best as you can. I'm currently using the Good Apple Bronze and Sculpt Balm Duo from KVD in the shade Light. Now that you have a good understanding of what contour is, we can get started with method 1, which is defining what you've got. This method is foolproof and is custom tailored to your face. All you need to do is sit in front of a light source and look for the shadows on your face. That's where you're going to put the contour. You can pick and choose which shadows you want to emphasize. I'm going to put some right here under my cheekbone. And I'm going to start off with a very small amount of product and build up gradually. If you want your contour to look natural, less is more. Even a subtle sculpt can make a big impact. I'm also applying contour to the side of my head here where there's a shadow, and I'm making sure to blend things out very well so that there are no harsh lines. With this method, you're only placing contour where shadows already exist on your face, so you're still going to look like yourself. This is a really good method if you're wearing foundation and you're sort of losing the structure in your face, but you don't want to change it. This just helps to add some definition. And you don't have to put this contour everywhere where there's a shadow. Like, I wouldn't put it here because that would make it look more concave. But I will put it in some place, so you can pick and choose where you want to contour. But using your natural shadows as a guideline helps a lot in determining where to place your contour. Alright, and I only applied the contour to this half of my face for comparison's sake. It just naturally and subtly enhances my appearance. But I still look like myself, and it's not a crazy difference. It's a very subtle change, but subtle changes go a long way with makeup. Now, method 2 is a little bit trickier and might require a little bit more practice and experimentation to get right. Method 2 is contouring to make changes to your face. For this method, you really need to have an understanding of your face and what you would like to alter or enhance. How you then contour your face is really going to depend on your face and your goals. There's no one-size-fits-all solution, but let me walk you through a few examples to get you started. First is contouring to reduce width, which just means placing your contour on the side of your head. So you're creating a shadow that gives the illusion of a slimmer face. If you're trying to reduce width, you should avoid putting contour on the top and bottom of your face because that's going to shorten your face. So I'm only placing contour along the sides of my face, like this. And I'm making sure to blend out very well so there are no harsh lines anywhere on my face. So now this side of my face should look a little bit less wide, but it still should look natural because I applied the right shade of contour and I didn't apply too much. Now, if you want to reduce the length of your face, you would apply contour on the tops and bottoms. So applying some contour on the top of my forehead to shorten that. This will make the forehead appear smaller and thus shorter. And on the bottom of my chin and jaw, like this. Adding this shadow is going to make this look more curved, and so it's going to make it look smaller. And remember, it's better to apply less product than you think and build up gradually so you don't look crazy. So now this side of my head should look shorter and this side should look thinner. You can also apply contour to lift the cheekbones by applying the contour slightly above where your natural shadow exists and blending this out. This makes your cheekbone look higher. You can also use contour to emphasize cute little round cheeks like this. So I'm applying the contour to kind of cup the apple of my cheek, which makes it look a little bit fuller and more lifted. There are a million different ways to contour your face, and the best way to figure out what works for you is by experimenting. Try out different placements and figure out what you like and dislike about it, and then wipe it off and try something else. As you practice, you'll get a better understanding of your face and how different contour placements affect the structure of your face. One last thing before I end this video, remember that makeup is supposed to be fun, so don't stress too much about contouring. Remember that you don't need to contour or change aspects of your face to look beautiful. Contouring can be a very powerful tool, but I try to use it as a means of building my confidence by enhancing features I like about myself, rather than a way to find and fix flaws on my face. If you're new to contouring or makeup in general, I suggest you be kind to yourself and do the same. Regardless, I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching!